gonna talk about kind of a simple little problem and we're gonna fix it. I'm gonna show you guys what do you do when you wanna update your hardware on your piece of furniture and you've got two different size hole spacings currently on the piece. What am I talking about? Let me show you a drawer. So right here, I have a 12 drawer dresser. 6 of my drawers, this is my hole spacing, has 2.5 inch hole spacing. 6 of my drawers have 3 inch hole spacing. This creates an issue. Why? Because most hardware that you'll find doesn't come in the same piece, won't come in 2 different hole spacing sizes, so that creates a problem for you, right? So my client has chosen something like this, and unfortunately, this only comes in 3 inch hole spacing. So what do I do with the other drawers? Well, it's really simple, and I'm gonna show you guys with 4 easy things and a few minutes how to remedy that problem. So I'm gonna tip the camera down and you guys can take a peek at what I'm doing and the process, and then you'll know what to do, guys. So we're ready, right? We're ready to get started. I wanna show you guys what you're gonna need for this project. First of all, most importantly, you're gonna need a drill. And so if you do not have one, go get one. They are so fun to have. This one in particular is from Harbor Freight. It's super awesome. Why? Because not only does it have a light when you start to drill, but it is super easy to change out your drill bits and put them back in. Voila. The one that I used to use that was my husband's, I used to have such a challenge with. I felt so dumb that I could never get the drill bits in or out. You kind of had to push the trigger and then turn it a little, and I just never got it. This one, they literally made for someone like me. You pull the little mechanism, you put your bit in, and you let it go, and you're ready. So I think the price point on this is around $60, and he bought this for me a while ago, and I just love it. So you're gonna need a drill. You are going to need a pencil. You're going to need a tape measure, and you are going to need the piece of hardware. So why do I do it this way? Because even pieces that come from a manufacturer are not necessarily perfect. They may not have the holes that are currently there completely centered. And so if you were just to tape and, measure and pencil without the piece of hardware, you may be off by, even just 1/10 of an inch, and then you're gonna have a problem. So for me, I do it this way because it's like the most solid way, accurate way to make sure you get that piece of hardware on there exactly where it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna roll back a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys what we're working with here. And yes, I have pants on. I know it looks super funny. I'm not working in my garage in just an apron. Anyway, so all you're gonna do is take the piece of hardware that you wanna use, you place it on over the holes. So I need to come back a little further. I think that you guys cannot see what I'm doing there. There we go. So I've placed it over the holes. I went ahead and now I'm gonna go ahead and measure to make sure that I have the same measurement on each side. And I do not. So this is exactly why you need to do this. And for some reason, I am so ready for summer to be over because flies, I have nothing in this workshop that would attract flies, nothing. And I think it's the paint. They absolutely love the paint, which is so bizarre. And it drives me absolutely crazy. So, because I'm on camera talking to you guys, I want to double, triple check my work and make sure, okay? So I've got it completely centered there. I usually take a measurement from the bottom of the piece as well to make sure all is good there. And then I take my old peepers, my eyeballs, and I look at it to make sure all looks good with me. And then I take my pencil and I'm marking on the drawer around where the current screw holes are on my piece of hardware. Take one more look at it, looks good. And I'll show you guys up close what I did there. I just took my pencil, I marked my little marks so I know where to put my drill. And now it's the fun time. Take the drill. I'm gonna hold it with my hand as well as kind of in between my legs for stability, just so that I don't shake. And I start slow. No need to apply a ton of pressure either. It's super easy. You don't have to push really super hard. Oh, and I realized once again, you guys cannot see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. All right, now you can see the second one. And done. Now I will tell you, this does make a little bit of a mess, but that's what shop vacs are for, and brooms, so no big deal there. So now you take your piece of hardware and you put it on the holes you just drilled. Take a look at it. Did it cover my old holes? Does it look level? Is it where I wanted it to be? All of those answers are yes, and so therefore, we're done. So I'll show you. So wasn't that super easy? I mean, that took me literally less than a minute, maybe a little more, because I spent time making sure on camera that I did the exact right measurement, since I was doing it live and didn't want to mess up my drawer, but you get the point. Super easy, very quick. Let me show you what we ended up with. This is my drawer. This is my piece of hardware. Those are my holes. So as you can tell, straight on, you're never gonna see those holes, right? So if you choose not to fill them, then that's your choice. I think in this case, I will probably fill those holes just to make sure. The way I showed you was a method that allows you to cover those holes and not have to worry about filling them if you don't want to. So this is done. I have 5 more of these to do, and once I do, I'm ready to start painting. So keep that in mind. Anytime you're making changes to your furniture, you want to make sure you do it prior to painting. Yes, I do have a coat on here, but that is just kind of like a prime coat, and so now I'm ready to go. You don't want to mess with anything you've already begun the paint process with. So super easy. The 4 things you need are a pencil, a drill, a tape measure, and the piece of hardware. If you guys have any questions when you go to do this, or you're afraid to do it, I totally get it. 6 months ago, I wouldn't have done this for myself, let alone do it on camera. I used to bug my husband, and he finally showed me how to do it and told me basically, go do it. I was so afraid I was gonna ruin my piece of furniture. I had to get over that, and now I have my own drill, and I'm comfortable enough to show you guys how to do it on camera and not worry that I'm gonna ruin the piece. So you guys, go get a drill today. If you're going to be working on furniture, it is a totally great tool to have. So thank you for watching today. I hope that was helpful. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or comments, and subscribe so you can keep getting my videos. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you on the next one.